Good morning. The bishop gave us a book, or suggested that we get our book and read it a couple of years ago. And the book was called Canoeing the Mountains. It was the story of Lewis and Clark and their expedition to find and to explore the West in the United States, and how they carried canoes. Actually, they began on canoes and they floated their way down rivers westward toward the whatever was out there. But they eventually got to a place where they had to get out of the canoes because there was no longer water. They had originally thought there was a western water passage through the middle of the United States, much like the Mississippi north and south, that they could catch on and just float all the way or paddle all the way to the west coast. But when they got to mountain chain, they realized that they had to get out of the canoe and they had to find a new way. They had to figure it out. I think that's pretty appropriate for us in the time we're in, because none of us set out and imagined that we would be where we are today, that we would be doing things differently. It's a new way to do ministry. Quite frankly, it's a new way to be a congregation member as well, to have to tune in and listen to things. I applaud you for what you've done. We're trying to keep up with this as well. But I do celebrate, and I'm glad that the bishop gave us this book, because it tells you that when you have laid plans for your life to go a certain way and something comes up, the importance of the journey is going to be in how we deal with what's next that we didn't even imagine would be there. Well, that's what we're doing as the church. We're trying to figure out and deal with things, and everything's kind of fluid. It's a lot more difficult. It's not as fun when you're not around, but we're making our way, and we appreciate your comments and posts and the different things that you're doing as well. The verse that I wanted to share with you today comes from Acts chapter 2, verse 28. And sometimes, just a single verse is all you need for a day. This is David speaking. And a quote from the Old Testament. It says, "You have made known to me the ways of life. You will make me full of gladness with your presence." Think about that again today. You have made known to me the ways of life. You will make me full of gladness with your presence. Obviously, God did not give us this foreknowledge of what would happen in the days that we're in now. But then on the other hand, I think God has been preparing us for the days that we're in. Preparing me by letting me read that book, and in other things we've done as well. Preparing us as we find new ways, new technology, new ways to make church happen and make church work. But I think as we look back, we can see that no matter what we face today or in the future, we can look back on our lives and see how God has made a way for us and has been preparing us for a time such as this. God bless you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.